Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reality Bias TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. So, listen, you guys, we are going to talk about, I think this is like episode 4 and maybe part of it's episode 5 of Pastor Once a Wife. This is season 2 of Pastor Once a Wife. And we are now down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls. Is it 5? Yeah, I think there are 5 now. And we've only had one elimination where 2 of the girls were eliminated. So now Pastor was going on dates with each of the girls, okay? And I just want to talk shortly about that. Yeah. I want to talk shortly about that. So you guys, all of the dates go well with the pastor, but now you are starting to see which relationships have potential to become something. Okay. I want to say this, you guys. I feel like as I'm getting to know the pastor through the show, I'm liking him. I like his personality. I like how respectful he is. And he is like that with every woman. Even women that you feel like, this one he doesn't like as much as he likes, maybe the others. But he's still very respectful. I like that, he's a nice guy. I think the complication is in the fact that he is a pastor slash sangoma. But if you remove that from him, he really just is, a nice guy. But even that, you guys, I keep remembering how he treated his baby mama. So even when I'm feeling like now, with having watched him for like 4 or 5 episodes, I'm getting to like him as a person. But then I keep going back to the fact that this man has not broken up with his baby mama and came on this show to look for a wife. So there is a thing in me that says, okay, I'm conflicted because it's like I like what I see. If I'm not thinking about the baby mama, I like what I see in him. Okay, he's a good guy. But is he able to remain a good guy like that for a long time if he has a baby mama, somebody that has given him 2 kids, that he was that disrespectful to? Because it is disrespectful for you to not break up with your baby mama to go on a show called Pastor Wants a Wife, and your baby mama doesn't know about it. Okay. Excuse me. But if we ignore that, I kind of feel like he's a good guy. So no, I don't know if we're allowed to ignore it. Okay. So you guys, I do feel like Gamu is a frontliner for sure when it comes to who the pastor really likes. And I feel like all this one. Listen, I feel like it's not good for me to say that Uxolisa needs to look at her dress code, But I kind of feel like she has to, because the person that she's trying to date is not for the showing off the body, okay? Like the dates that Uxolisa went to, the what do you call it? The shooting thing. Yes. The outfit that she was wearing, it was pants showing a little bit of skin, and then it's a smaller top that showed all of the breast. Basically, the only thing that was covered was like the end of the breast. So the ends of the breast were covered, but everything went here. So, you know. So everything was out, plus at the bottom as well, she was showing. So, and also the pastor does make a comment about it, okay? Listen, she can dress however she wants to dress, but I feel like if she's going to date the pastor, then that is going to be an issue, and he has said it. He has made so many comments. Most of the time when he's making a comment about these women, he'll be like, number one, I like to peg, meaning that's what he wants, that's what he's looking for. So I don't know, you guys, with the call. So they did have a nice date. Even he said that, and the only negative about this date was how Olisa was dressed. So I think she will have to consider maybe covering up a little bit, okay? That is if it works for her. If not, then maybe this is not a man for her. Then Ukam, you guys, they went to paint the ceramics. I feel like, honestly, you guys, they get along more, okay? However, I do feel like Ukamo is acting perfect, almost acting too perfect in front of the pastor. She's very shady, especially when she's dealing with the other woman, you know. Even that comment that she was making about Katleho saying she has a pusa face, and I was like, oh, girl, okay, you know. So I do feel like Ukam is presenting herself as perfect. So it makes me feel like, I wonder if the person that she's giving to the pastor is really the person that the pastor will be left with after the cameras went away. So I am hoping that what we see from Mukam is exactly who she is. And if it is, then she definitely is a frontliner with Pastor, because Pastor really likes her. And, you know, I feel like that one has a potential. I think at the end of it all, we might end up with Kamo and Oliswa, but I mean, things might change. Then Lydia, you guys, I kind of feel like Lydia might as well be eliminated, because I don't feel like they click with the pastor. I don't feel like they have any connection. Yes, the pastor is still very respectful when he's dealing with her, but I do feel like Lydia is possibly up for elimination, because I don't feel like they have that much connection between the two of them. Also, they went to the farm, and I don't know if he's not telling them go to where are they going when they go on a date. I think that even if you don't tell the person where you're going for a date, but you should tell them the dress code. Because Lydia showed up in high heels, but they were going to the dairy farm to, you know, milk cows or something. Okay. And I felt like she was dressed very nicely, but not for the date, kind of date that they had. And I think afterwards they had like, did they have a picnic afterwards? Yeah. So it was like she was just dressed so formal for the occasion. I wish that they could tell them what the dress code is for the date, even though they don't tell you what the date is going to be. Okay. Then you guys, we have Ukatlego. Katlego goes hiking with the pastor, ne? And then after after hiking, I think they were sitting down. Was it a picnic or just sitting down to talk? I gave Katlego starts crying. Katlego has too much drama, guys. She is too dramatic. I'm like, what the hell are you crying for? Guys, who cries on a date with somebody, like when they're on their second date with someone? Like, let's be real now. I know we are doing a TV show, but who goes on a date with a guy and on the second date they're already crying? The guy's like, oh, what's wrong now? It's because I like you, but I'm born again. Katlego and who's the girl that was related to the pastor? Those two should have walked away the first episode. Katlego should have walked away from this show the minute she found out that the pastor is a Sangoma. Because obviously, when you are born again Christian, you don't deal with amadlozi, abathandazi, izinyanga, and all of that. So what are you here for? Why are you still part of the show? You know, are you hoping that the pastor is now going to be converted to a born again Christian? That's not going to happen. Okay, so I don't understand why she's still part of the show. I think that she should have walked away the minute she realizes, because she should have said, okay, this is not going to be that one for me. Okay, so yeah, she ended up crying, and then the pastor now is supposed to comfort her. She says, listen, it's because I'm a born again Christian, so for me, I don't subscribe to amadlozi, bunyanga, and all of that, so I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, at some point the pastor is asking her for a kiss and she says no. I just feel like, what are you doing? I really feel like Katlego should have walked away. But I think she's still here, I guess, you guys. Maybe she just wants to be part of the show, but she knows at the end, really, she won't be selected. Or even if she is selected, she will say no, because she will not be able to do it. I don't see the relationship working with Katlego. Even though the pastor looks like he likes her, I don't feel like their relationship would work. Okay. And then there is Sandiswa, guys. Sandiswa, I feel like Sandiswa is the most matured of all of the women on the show. If I was the pastor, I would actually be the one. That's a person that I would be interested in building something with. And she looks a little bit older than the other girls, but she's very, very matured. I like the way that she's handling the show. She's more about like, I really want to get to know the pastor so that I can figure out for myself, do I like him? Would the relationship work between me and him? She even asked him a question, do you see me as somebody that could potentially be your wife? Because what is the point of me being here going through this whole process if at the end of the day you are going to say you never even saw me as a potential wife? I really, really like Usande, so you guys, but I also don't think that the pastor is going to select her, because I think that men don't really go for women like that, okay? Bafuna bo katlego. Men want abokatlego, abantu abazobevele bakhale nje in the middle of a day ungazi ukuthi kukhalelwane, you know? So it's almost like I want Usandiswa to stay, but I also am feeling like she won't be selected. Because even when she asked to Pastor, do you see me as somebody that could be a wife? He said yes, which I thought, but that's the only answer you should you should give her in that setting. But then, as a reason for it, she says, my sister talked about how engaging you were when she came to see you guys. So he's not referring to any interaction that they've had, Bonabotu. He's referring to the interaction that she has with his sister. She says, my sister gave me this feedback about you. So because my sister said this about you, I think that you can potentially be my wife. But that's not really what you want to hear as a woman. You want to hear the person likes you. You know, they see you, they themselves see you as the potential wife. So I don't know, you guys. I kind of feel like the show is wasting Sandiswa's time, because I feel like there's a man out there that is going to see the goodness in her, okay? Because she's a good woman, okay? If I was choosing a wife for the pastor, I would say, Pastor, that is the one that you should choose. But I think that the pastor might possibly go for Kamu, and they might possibly go for Oliswa. Okay, Lyia should be gone. Katleho, I guess, can just stay for drama, you know, because that's all that she's doing. Yes, it's just being dramatic. But yes, you guys, I really like this show. I think it's because I really do like this pastor. I like the way that he is handling himself. I do want to get to know more about him in terms of that relationship with the baby mama. Are we missing something? The fact that we are feeling like he's such a good guy, but he did that to his baby mama. There must be something that we're not seeing on the show. So I want to see more of that, but I really, really like it. I like him, and I like the way that the show is going. I guess next week we're going to be seeing the next elimination. Not next week, because I haven't even finished episode 5. So maybe the next time I talk about the show, I'll talk about episode 5 and 6 together. And I'm looking forward to see who is going to be eliminated next. And I hope that Lyia is part of that group, because I feel like it's a waste of time. So I feel like maybe the final 3 will be Kamo, Oliswa, and Katleho. I feel like Lyia and Sandiswa might be eliminated, but I feel like the pastor is going to lose with eliminating Sandiswa. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this show so far, Pastor Wants a Wife Season 2. And on this video, we're reviewing episode 4 and a little bit of episode 5. Thank you so much.